full and blessed. Drop it.
Remember everything in Nyabohanse, Nyabohanse.
Boom.
Things was not amazing,
Yo.
Nyabohanse.
Boom.
Hey. The ground we pray, no one.
Nyabohanse. No respect.
Colosso was set to the land.
Nyabohanse. Where Colosso there?
Everyone knows it to be amazing.
Nyabohanse. Big up.
But it reached a time that everyone was complaining.
Nyabohanse. Yo.
But things was turned into an ending.
Nyabohanse. Massive.
I am all went until us.
Nyabohanse. Wagwan.
I am all what is land until
Nyabohanse. Why do we sell the land?
Colosso one times was a fainting.
Nyabohanse. Pull up. Hey.
Colosso was fainting at Lord.
Why Colosso Mama and big up?
We don't know. And sometimes he was lying to the ground.
Nyabohanse. Wagwan.
The ground was total of madness.
Nyabohanse. Witacho.
Hey,
Representing Nyabohanse.
Amit. Hey.
Let me tell you something good about Paloso.
Hey.
We chill and fresh.
In
Keep it clean.
Remember the days in Nyabohanse. But you was used to be a mason.
Redeemer Nyabohanse.
He used to be a perfect drum.
Nyabohanse. Boom.
He used to sing amazing songs.
Nyabohanse. One thing.
Until I am all telling him you're a musician.
Nyabohanse. Boom.
It is just a time that you was ever quiet.
Nyabohanse. I say.
To your mama and construction.
Nyabohanse. Nyokoroso.
But him guess he was not a handman.
Nyabohanse. Ernesto.
Mogese still was to be unaware.
Nyabohanse. Man.
My Yugono came as an engineer.
Nyabohanse. Boom.
Mama Ann was built until town.
Nyabohanse. Where Colosso 8 man.
And it's cast Alconman.
Nyabohanse. Man.
What Conman was saying is that. Yeah. Just can't speak it.
Hey. Yo, Nyabohanse. I said, Nyabohanse.
Mama Ann became aggressive.
Nyabohanse. I said,
until the time lies nothing had something to be wrong.
Nyabohanse. Man.
Where's the Conman? No one just killed you.
Nyabohanse.
Hey, things just moving. Hey, Babylon bounce girl, Jama, let's go. Hey.
What? Nyabohanse. I say,
Let's now was just being prayed to the
yo,
ground.
Nyabohanse. Pull it.
Happy New Year, Jamani. Happy New Year. Hey.
Respect be to everybody.
Mala was son, my you gonna try them ground.
Nyabohanse. What?
My you gonna use it to work as a child.
Kura bitano Nyabohanse.
Nico Buddha also was in among us. Nyabohanse.
Come on.
Called Big Fish. Big Fish also was to be among us.
Nyabohanse.
Sing time.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yo.
Last one center was being attacked.
Nyabohanse.
Talk about it doesn't have money.
Let me tell you something about these people that you don't
Tell us. The canasta was just using.
What?
It was calling Kokoteni Swahili.
Kokoteni is French translation.
Same
Nyabohanse. That's it.
Hey,
Hey.
until Naso was almost to be stolen.
Nyabohanse. That's it.
Naso was almost to be attacked.
Nyabohanse.
Back.
That's it.
Satan.
Yeah, man.
Back again to Yamala Villa.
Yo, Nyabohanse. Yo.
Guess he was used to what they
Nyabohanse. Bokoro ne tapu.
Gintu he was among his Soviet.
Nyabohanse. See.
Anesto was a part of it.
Big shout out to Ernesto Gintu and everybody entitled.
But Mangala was considered Jamaican uncle.
Yo, Nyabohanse. See.
Due to unconditioned circumstance,
Nyabohanse.
if unavoidable under circumstance,
Yeah, man. Put up down.
until Mangale was to be swollen.
Nyabohanse.
Pause it.
At first,
Alafu kuna wakati ndako. Yes, hello beautiful people. It is a bit introduction of I Am Mugesi, one of the music that has just been introduced into this kind of this an affordable, or it is an affordable. Also, we are just evacuating into this kind of the year. One day, to evacuate from this kind of the year of 2025 to make sure that we are just heading to 2026. Make sure people who are just also we are just going to get an information and also informative message from one of I Am Guest music that is just coming more late and late. It's just going to be rich and later. Let's go inside the building to make sure that Davis is just inside the building, and we have Omari Chacha. Is it Omari Chacha inside the building to make sure that Punda. Protect the children. Exactly, fantastic. Everything is just fantastic. I think just laughing about the music of Mogesi to make sure that people are just going to get a clear vibe. At this kind of introduction of the music, we have much of the breaking news to make sure that people are just going to understand as we are still welcoming the new year. Tell a friend to tell a friend so that we can just get this kind of information. Love the year, fantastic, but hey. Due to unconditional circumstance, the rain is just raining or cat or dog every time to make sure that also Mugesi is just shaking. But I was to make sure that I was coming from the studio also so that the people they can just understand about the information of today, and also the people who are able to understand the music that Mugesi have undergone through. Mugesi has just been taking a lot of the time, light, and also pass through the producer, and the things is just coming more late and late. As we are speaking right now, we have one of the Mama people. Are you go? Alright guys, those are the customers. So as we are speaking right now, we have one of the videos that I was into the studio recording to make sure the people were not talking about Mugesi, those was an AI. No, we can speak. Remember the days, Nyabohanse. What happened to Nyabohanse, guys? People they never understood what has been really happening into Nyabohanse. Let's get it together. Today we can't talk about tell a friend to tell a friend, but the only people you can just have the 10 people who inside the building, or 7 people, 9 people who just inside the building, so that we can just understood this kind of the clear information. It's just kaboom. Guys, today's today. Just looking, sometimes I'm just looking, just adding some of calling of the back door of the boutique to make sure that we will be able to get a clear information what's happened and what has just been really happening, so that people they can just come through to understand what is the real information. Let's go through information. Where is Mura right now? Alright, guys. For me to come into our lesson of today, because this I'll be just releasing this kind of the lesson as the ending of the year, because this is the end year. Because tomorrow it will be that fast. Then after that, it will be just like we will be able to count like some hours, so that we can just jump into a new year. Guys, do you know what is a new year means of? Or do you know what is a new year meaning of? People, they always never understood, but also I let people to understood, and we have a lot of the breaking news. I wanna just request for you people who are just watching. I see 9 people inside the building and you have 3 likes. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let a friend to let a friend also to know, so that we can just have this kind of clear information. Let's back again into our reggae music. DJ, put it again, reggae music. Remember the days in Nyabohanse, Nyabohanse. Let's go. Hey.
Yo,
Woo.
we've been doing everything Chris and chilling. That's why we come with Mogesi, talking about Nyabohanse. Full and blessed. Drop it.
Let's go. Remember the days, Nyabohanse, Nyabohanse.
Boom.
Things was not amazing,
Yo.
Nyabohanse.
Boom.
Hey. The ground we pray no one.
Nyabohanse. No respect.
Colosso was set to the land.
Nyabohanse. Where Colosso there?
Everyone was to be amazing.
Nyabohanse. Big up.
But it reached a time that everyone was complaining.
Nyabohanse. Yo.
But things was turned into an emblem. Alright, guys, whenever we are just watching this kind of the video, let's pray this kind of the reggae music. As we just pray, let's go with this kind of the whenever we are just going to dance and jump, so that we can just promote this Mogesa for the first time song, so that we can just
Nyabohanse. Massive.
I am all went until
Nyabohanse. Wagwan.
I am all what is land until
Nyabohanse. Why do we sell the land?
Colossa one times was a faint.
Nyabohanse. Pull up. Hey.
Colossa was fainting at Lord.
Why Colosso Mama and big up?
And sometimes it was like to the ground.
Nyabohanse. Wagwan.
The ground was total of madness.
Nyabohanse. Witacho. Representing Nyabohanse.
Alakatu.
Let me tell you something about good about Paloso. We chill and fresh. Keep it clean.
Remember the days in Nyabohanse. But you was used to be a mason.
Redeemer Nyabohanse.
He used to be a perfect drunk.
Nyabohanse. Boom.
He used to sing amazing songs.
Nyabohanse. One thing.
Until I am all telling you all a musician.
Nyabohanse. Boom.
It is just a time that you gonna was evacuate.
Nyabohanse. I say.
To your mama and construction.
Nyabohanse. Nyekoroso.
But Mogesi was not a handyman.
Nyabohanse. Ernesto.
Reality. Mogesi still was to be unaware.
Nyabohanse. Man.
Mayugono came as an engineer.
Nyabohanse. Boom.
Mama Ann was built until
Nyabohanse. Where Colosso 8 man?
an ace cast a conman.
Nyabohanse. Man.
What conman was saying is that this can't speak it. What? Hey.
Yo, Nyabohanse. I said, Nyabohanse.
Mama ants became aggressive.
Nyabohanse. I said,
Until the time life nothing had something to be true.
Nyabohanse. Man.
Where's the conma? Wait. What up? Wait. Conma. No one's just killing you. Hey.
Nyabohanse.
Hey, things just moving. Hey, Mabelika Band Square, Jama, let's go. Hey.
What? Nyabohanse. I say,
Listen, now was just being prayed to the
yo,
ground.
Nyabohanse. Pull it.
Happy New Year, Jamani. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And then,
Respect me to everybody.
Mala was and my Yuguno Chandendro Groom.
Nyabohanse. What?
My Yuguno used to work as a child.
Kura bitano Nyabohanse.
Niko Buddha also was in among us. That's
Man.
what called big fish. A big fish also was to be among us.
Nyabohanse.
Same time.
Yeah. Hey. Yo.
Naso and Samson was being attracted.
Nyabohanse.
Talk about it doesn't have money.
Let me tell you something about these people that you don't care.
The Ghana was just you sing.
Nyabohanse. What?
It was calling cocktail Swahili.
Crocodile is very friendly.
Sing
Nyabohanse. I say, hey.
Until Naso was almost to be stolen.
Nyabohanse. I say,
Naso was almost to be attacked.
Nyabohanse.
Back.
I say,
Satan.
yeah, man.
Back again to your mother villa.
Yo, Nyabohanse. Yo.
Oh, guess who was used to work there?
Nyabohanse. Obokoro ne tabu atu.
Gintu was among us of it.
Nyabohanse.
Anesto was a part of it.
Big shout out to Ernesto Gintu and everybody entitled.
But Mangala was considered with Jamaican uncle.
Yo, Nyabohanse. I say,
Due to unconditioned circumstance,
Nyabohanse.
if unavoidable under circumstance,
Yeah, man, kura bitano.
until Mangale was to be stolen.
Nyabohanse.
At the first, Mogus was used to be Sandro.
Alright guys, back again to our session of today. And into our live stream, we are just going to categorize some of the people. Because I've just passed through some of the comment section. People just talk about uliimba hiyo wimbo and ulikuwa mlezi. That is, I want to just translate to English. Because we have one of, it's just called Anastasia Lobby. This is one of the red one of the red into the village, which she just talk about. I was just singing this kind of the song when I was drunk. I don't know if we were just drunk with his dad or with his mom or whatever and whatever. But the little things, people who are just Mendolo Blancato or whatever, his mind is just working. That's kind of the informative song. It has got some of the information that is just delivered. But for the people who are, you know guys, in Kenya, let's talk about, we are just categorized in terms of education level. We have those class 8, class 6 and whatever. So for the people who can just talk about, oh, you sing those kind of the song while you are just drunk, those are the people that you can hear them. They are just class 6 dropout. That's the readings. And into the research, this kind of the song, it has got some of the meaning and it has got some of the information. For the people who are just creative and informative, they can just tell us what was it, the reality time in Nyabohanse. It is the time for 2026, 2025 has just
end, but we are just moving on into 2026. Make sure that people are just going to be forgiving themselves, and let's focus about 2026. What will be there about 2026? And let's focus about 2025 back again. Let's have this kind of a clear look about this kind of song. What was just the meaning of, and how was it the clear look? As this kind of the information has just been raised, make sure that people are just going to understand what was it the meaning about it. Let's talk about from where Mayugun has just been started, where Muges has been started, wherever into the village, where have they been started. And every day we do appreciate about Ayamara, because without Ayamara, everyone was to be nobody. Whichever is a class 6, whichever is a class 4, whichever is a non-educated, was to be nobody. That is one of the things that I do appreciate mostly. And for me to come today, I'm just going to deliver what is called the reality. As how the song has been spoken, it is 2025 song from Maya Muges to be delivered into today, to make sure people are just getting a clear vibe. Alright, back again. From where people they have just struggling from where people they have just fighting from where people they have just made some step, talk about development until they have just reached to where they are, until today. I Mogesi, I can just call being Mogesi. Somebody so and so, they can just be called so and so to somewhere else, to make sure that people they are just deliver what is just the reality. You know, sometimes I always become aggressive to make sure that I'm just delivering the information. Not. Let me talk about today. Let me talk about today. I say it is just inside the building. Talk about hey, good morning, Mogesi. Nice song, fantastic. Big appreciation to you. Thank you for appreciating my song. It is a beat song, but I was just also having a lot of harassment to make sure that I was to let people so that they can just have a clear. It's just matompa and anguka nayo. Anguka nayo is just dropping with it so that we can just evacuate with the 2025 and turn into 2026. And the 2025 is just what we are just going to be spoken today. And have some of the information that has just turned to me into aggressive, but a little bit back again. I'm just comfortable. That's why I'm just smiling, because I made it. For me to come today into the studio and make this kind of the song is to make sure that I'm just going to deliver an information in Nyabohanse and also into the public, so that people they can just hear it. It is a reggae music, so that people they can just understood it. Alright, let's talk about today video of today, or into today live stream of today. As I deliver this kind of the video, as I deliver into this kind of the music of today, reggae music of today, it has got an informative message. But for the people who are not active, they are not going to. They are just going to listen. How is the beating just ongoing? But into the listens is one. How was it 2025 has been undermined people into Nyabohanse? How many fight? How many struggle? How many jealousy has just coming from? Because as the way we are just turning into 2026, let's focus and let's see how is older or how is a mature is a person is. And as we are just going to attend 2026, let's go and get this kind of a maturity information. We have African Jeremy deep inside the building, as we are just going to tangle and meet into Mugesi YouTube channel, as Mugesi has a new music. Make sure people If my hair was good, I was to dance reggae music, but due to unconditional circumstance, Mogesi is just looking like a gangster. But so now we are just going to deliver clear information. That is well and fantastic. Thank you so much for everyone who has just tuned in to make sure that we are just tingling in, and we are just making it happen. And as 2025 tune into 2026, let's back again. And today I'm just going to speak the reality. How was it the music has been spoken about it? Not to be cancelled, but we had to. We need to put it into the table. We have Conrap. We talk about who are the artists, Mogesi and Mukami. Mogesi is alone. Mogesi was, I don't know if the people are just wanting this kind of the music. Fantastic. Things is just coming more lit and lit. And the video is just coming into the studio, and the video it will be just released already. It's just to be processed. Just keep it tuned and keep it locked. Because I don't like to be put someone. Make sure people are just going to understand this kind of the information. Alright guys. The music has just spoken. That is what we are just going to be speaking about today, and how the issue has just been already ongoing, and since the beginning, and since how the situation was just taking place. Let's be focused. I am Mogesi. I used to be a sand mining person. I used to be with the Mogesi and Esto. At teachers to a time that we introduced the Magare. Also, Mayuguno, sometimes they were just coming from the way from their construction, and they were just meeting us, and we were just collaborating, we were just making some collabo. That's why sometimes for the person to make sure that, oh, my friend is too much. If you can't speak the reality, it's too much of you. Because if sometimes we try to adjust our ego, make sure that we are just hiding your information, make sure that you are just hiding what you have just been participated before, is to make sure that people that are just hiding themselves, and people who are just hiding their talents or their previous boss. You know what Mugesa has just ever rejected is about to hide what we call a human being. A human being is a human being. That was one was being spoken with on Dali Moffat, all call about Moffat. Moffat is the conduct. So at a given moment, for the thing to be participated, and for the song to be sing, where is Mayuguno right now? Where is Muzungu Longnose right now? And where is everything right now? Back again, and let's get a clear information. Tell a friend to tell a friend. As the one who has just not joined this kind of the information. Only Getani just inside the building talk about hi, fantastic. And is just there is some name who are just artists. Moges, fantastic. Alright guys, let's gather together here and get this kind of clear information. It's just a podcast from my Moges Boutique. Make sure everybody is just going to get a clear information. Today and tomorrow to be another day. Alright guys, I don't know. For this song, it's just going to be repeat. But let's have this kind of the information. As I'm late, but I have a clear information. The Muzungu Longonose is no more into the village as we are speaking this way. And for me to speak this way, you know, there is this kind of information talk about we are just going to update the visa. Visa is just always being updated into the entire of Kenya. Talk about immigration. You can just go there and and you can just update your visa. So for the Muzungu Longonos, all for Mula became talk about, oh guys, now today is just Muzungu Longonos family is just going to evacuate into the village. My friend, how much is amount for you? Alright, kila kitu iko sawa. Alright, how much is amount for a person to update his visa that Mula can't afford, but he can afford to bought how many horses into the village? Sometimes people they have to be fooled outside here. Also, if you are being used and misused, it's like maybe we can just call about this kind of the item called about plastic misuse or plastic uses. I don't know people if they are just understanding this kind of the information. Let me know from the comment section. Let me try to make some setting here. Hey. Today is today, guys. I don't know if people they are just understanding about what is the meaning of the using and the misusing of this kind of is it using and misusing brother, or using or misusing and also using brother. I don't know if people are just getting that kind of the point. Because sometimes I have to be smart. Because there is a time that I was turned into an immigrant which I was not be able to. I guess I was not be able to access it because I was already being attacked. You see? But into the real sense and into the real meaning, you can speak one thing. You can say also hi to the people. You know, people they never understood who is Zach. Zach, they usually know that Zach is just inside the building. Come forward, Danny. Come. Alright, guys. Today we have Zaki, Ernesto's brother, who was quiet and he don't want to be disturbed. He's also my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
I'm Zach Zachary.
Zach Zachary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here is for my brother Botik.
Mogesi.
I'm walking around the town.
Exactly.
Yeah,
to cherish and with the friends and whatever.
Yeah.
And also to make sure that as we are just passing here, Mogesi, everything is just going all day. Okay. Yeah. Guys, one of the things that I can just speak. This is one of my brother that I do always like, and as it has been spoken into the video, sometimes it has been already been attacked, sometimes it has already been arrested, but it is due to unconditional circumstance that we're gonna sue you with how many amount of money?
10K.
10K. You are told with the 10K. Only 10K was the one that reduced you from jail.
Yeah.
But how amount of money was to be sue you to be jailed forever and forever, all until to the court?
I don't know.
Was it $1 million? Have you ever been told about $1 million? You have been never told about $1 million. That is the only thing that I do like with one of these kind of brother guys, because he do like to speak the reality, and that is what I do like. Because if he was to be spoken that I have been talked about, let me talk about. I have been told that I have to be released with $1 million, a lot of money to be sold until he was to be spoken. But right now he has just came out talk about only 10,000 that released him from jail or from police custody, and that is fantastic. Make sure that those kind of the people they never understood what is called the law, and they never understood what is just called about the reality, because they never also understand the law. When it comes to clarification, there are just people who are just more. You know, sometimes I always do stand with the people. If God stand with you, He just stand with you. That's everything. Alright, keep working as things is just going to be fantastic. Alright, we are just going to speak later. Fantastic. Alright, guys. That is a bit chit chat with one of my brother here, Ernesto's brother, who sometimes he was just being arrested, called the second brother of Ernesto's family, and they were having some chit chat. And he was spoken about 10,000 rescue him from police custody, and things is just normal to the ground, and he's just passing for free. He just walking wherever he can, just talk about light. Some setting here is just disturbing me. Oh. No, cancel. Guys, I'm just dealing with some setting here. How to bear with conditional circumstances. Fantastic. Alright, guys. It was a bit chit chat with Ernesto's brother, so that we can just having a chit chat about sometimes he was being arrested, and he was taken to the police custody. 10,000. That is like almost to 100 or 90 USD was just rescue him to be out from the police custody. Also, that is what the meaning was. That is what the meaning of the song was, it about it. And for me to become today into the song, to make sure that people, they were just able to understand what is how the song is just meant of, and what is just meaning of, and into the clear information is one. Guys, Mayugona, he used to work there as a top handman. One of the guy used to be there before because I was there as a top handman also, but Mayuguna was a top mason. That's what I can just talk about. Have this kind of information, because once upon a time Mayuguna, he made a video when he was at my home place, talk about he used, my mom also was just giving him food for free, talk about sweet potato, but due to unconditional circumstance, where also it was just reaches to a time that food was just being cooked at the villa. Mogesi was there, was like a chef. Gint was there as a chef, and also Ernesto was there also. There is one of the guy called Magare. People, they have just forget him. He was there. But for it to be understandable, I need to break the breaking news. It's just to attempt that my Yuguno was transferred to Mama Ann's family to work there as a child. That is what the meaning of the song was, it. After my Yuguno was working there as a child, one of Ernesto's youngest brother was working there as a child also. He used to be like a top handman. Talk about getting it. And after there, Mayugana, they managed to deal with their project. After they managed to deal with their project, now where Mayugano now brought a land. After brought a land, he managed to build that kind of I don't know if it is a store or a kitchen, but he managed to do it. After there, Mayugano became with the Mama Glass house, which was amazing. Have this kind of information. After there, Mayugano has having Villa de Ndima. where has Virarindima came from? Virarindima has just coming from where Mayuguno he was just started earning money from YouTube, and also he was just getting some kuna watu wameanguka kuna pikipiki money. Also, he was just getting a little bit money from the supporters to make that they were just to boost Mayuguno to make it happen. But it reaches to a time that Mayuguno Nico Buddha has been turned into an imbecile. Talk about Ayamarwa or talk about Mula. He doesn't want anything that has just dropped into the ground that need to pass away through him. Once we are just working into his department, talk about we have this kind of the musician or we have this kind of artist called about Diamond, Harmonize in just talk about Eastern Africa. So Harmonize, Diamond was starting this kind of musician or artist before Harmonize. That is Diamond. So after Diamond, Harmonize has just become a grown-up person. Now he has just talked about, no man, I can just make my own. I'm perfect. I have what we call 1, 2, 3. I can do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. Until Diamond has just thrown Harmonize out. I'm just giving an example, guys. That is what I'm just talking about. I'm just giving an example. So it has reached to a time that also Mura is the one of the biggest YouTuber who is just acting like a baby into the village, but he's just acting. Alright, bye. Alright, guys, back again to our resume, because due to unconditioned connection and also networking is to make sure that is still disturbing, but we are back into the ground to make sure that people they are just going to get a clear look and a clear information. Talk about we're gonna just triangulate in and get this. Okay, I was just speaking about Nikobuda and whatever. For Mula to come out talk about I don't trust this kind so and so. That is your normal character, because it has never happened before, because you always participate. That is all about Mula, guys. Mula, if Mula has seen, you are just like oh, I was just speaking like I'm just getting this kind of amount of money from nowhere to somewhere. I'm just delivering from this kind of amount from this kind of session to this kind of session. Mula, he has to be aggressive, because at one step or one thing that people they can just understand about it, Mula want this kind of the things to pass through him so that he can just be able to chill shoulder, he can just be able to call. But remember, those kind of the things, if the money was to pass through Mula, it was to be direct to Mula. If you are trustful, my friend, if Mula was to be trustful, those kind of the money was to pass through him. But if Mula, one of the subscribers has said, oh, I can't trust Mula, I have to use what we call Nukobuda, I have to use Mayuguno. He or she can use. So for you to become aggressive, all about the Kenyans, all about all to become aggressive, all about Africans. Talk about it, oh, now I can't trust you, oh, I want, no, you are just running out, you are just hindering people's, my friend. It's all about 2025 and we are just moving to 2026. Can you try? Can your Menduro Oblongata try to beat? Can your Menduro Oblongata try to think something small? Not something big, but something small, so that we can attain 2026 as you have just grown up, or 2025 as we are, 2026 as we are just turning, you can be mature. Just try to develop mature. Not that if you are just working into one of the company or into one of the territory, talk about one Mogesa has just received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. It has to pass through you. No. There is some of the things, guys. Once I am the chosen person, talk about Mogesa has been chosen, that my friend, I see you will be a trustful person. I can just use you to handle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things so that you can just make it happen. But when it reaches to a time into the ground, people now they have to speak. That is cornering. But when it reaches into the internet, now they have to force what we call to force issues, which is something else. Alright guys, my DJ, back again inside the building so that we can just back again inside the mode. Nyabohanse, stop it.
Talking about Nyabohanse, full and blessed, drop it.
Remember everything in Nyabohanse, Nyabohanse.
Boom!
Things was not amazing.
Yo!
Nyabohanse.
Boom!
Hey. The ground we pray no one.
Nyabohanse, no respect.
Colosso was set to the land.
Nyabohanse, where Colosso day?
Everyone was to be amazed. Nyabohanse.
Big up.
But it reached a time that everyone was complaining.
Nyabohanse. Yo!
But things was turned into an interview.
Nyabohanse. Massive.
I am all went on to exams.
Nyabohanse. Wagwan.
I am all what is land until then.
Nyabohanse. Why do we sell the land?
Let's go. Also one times was a fainting.
Nyabohanse. Pull up. Hey.
Colosso was fainting at Lord.
Why Colosso mama and big up?
And sometimes he was like to the ground.
Nyabohanse. Wagwan.
The ground was total of madness.
Nyabohanse. Witacho. Representing Nyabohanse.
Amit. Hey.
Let me tell you something good about Paloso. We chill and fresh. Keep it clean.
Remember the days in Nyabohanse. But you gonna was used to be a mason.
Redeemer Nyabohanse.
He used to be a perfect drunk.
Nyabohanse. Boom!
He used to sing amazing songs.
Nyabohanse. One thing.
Until I am all tell him you're a musician.
Nyabohanse. Boom!
It is just a time that you gonna was ever quit.
Nyabohanse. I say.
To your mama and construction.
Nyabohanse. Nyakoroso.
But him guess he was not a handman.
Nyabohanse. Ernesto.
Mogese still was to be unaware.
Nyabohanse. Man.
Mayugono came as an engineer.
Nyabohanse. Boom!
Mama Ann was built until time.
Nyabohanse. Where Colosso 8 man?
And it comes to Anconma.
Nyabohanse. Man.
What Conman was saying is that, yeah, Mogese can't speak it. What?
Hey. Yo, Nyabohanse. I say, Nyabohanse.
Mama Ann's became aggressive.
Nyabohanse. I say,
until the time life now things are starting to be true.
Nyabohanse. Man.
Where's the Conman? Wait. What up? Wait. What are you talking?
Where
Jama. Hey. No one's just killing you.
Nyabohanse.
Hey. Relax. Hey. Things just moving. Hey. Mabiriga Banske. Jama. Let's go. Hey.
What? Nyabohanse. I say,
Lesson now was just being prayed to the
yo,
ground.
Nyabohanse. Pull it.
Happy New Year, Jamani.
I can
Happy New Year.
respect me to everybody.
Mala was and my Yuguno and Ground.
Nyabohanse. What?
My Yuguna used it to work as a child.
Kura bitano Nyabohanse.
Nico Buddha also was in among us.
Yeah, man.
Called Big Fish. Big Fish also was to be among us.
Nyabohanse.
Same time.
Yeah.
You cancel.
Hey.
Yo,
What's up?
Naso and Santo was being attacked.
Nyabohanse.
Talk about it doesn't have money.
Let me tell you something about these people that you don't care.
The Canasta was just using.
Nyabohanse. What?
It was calling cocktails.
Coconut is very friendly.
Same
Nyabohanse. I say,
Hey.
hey,
Until Naso was almost to be stolen.
Nyabohanse. I say,
Naso was almost to be attacked.
Nyabohanse.
Ba.
I say,
Saint Anno.
yeah, man.
Back again to Yamala Villa.
Yo, Nyabohanse. Yo,
Guess was used to work there.
Nyabohanse. Bokoro ne tabu achu.
Gintu was among us of it.
Nyabohanse.
Anessa was a part of it.
Big shout out to Ernesto Ginto and everybody entitled.
But Mangala was considered Jamaican uncle.
Yo, Nyabohanse. I say,
Due to unconditioned circumstance,
Nyabohanse.
if unavoidable under circumstance,
Yeah, man, kura bitano.
until Manga.
Alright guys, back again. Now so one of the time he was being attacked and he was being attacked with talk about Ian, talk about he was a goon and Gunmo was also there. Talk about and so Nasto, he is one of the vehicle. He was talk about after being attacked. They were just talk about Mukokoteni. Mukokoteni is the one of that they can just talk about just calling only feud into the city all. That is Mkokoteni. I don't know people who are just understanding Kiswahili, but Mkokoteni is just founding something else. Mkokoteni is just everywhere. It can be accessed. Mkokoteni it can be pulled with a human being, but not driving with using steering, but also not driving with using a fuel. But it was being abused. You see? He was being almost to be turned, and he was just thrown into an envelope. Talk about, oh my friend, Naso, come here, take our visa into somewhere else. But during the organization sentence, what happened to Naso? But everybody have heart. They were still begging, and they were just still cherishing together and whatever. And they were speaking about, oh, 1, 2, 3 has just been spoken this way. But in the real sense is one. People who are just still chilling with you together into the same table. Never think that once Mogesi is just smiling with the one eye, with the one eye, think about that Mogesi is just perfect. Never ever. What Mogesi is just feeling you, or what is just Mogesi thinking about you, is to make sure that he just is to fail you, to make sure you are just falling down. But at the lessons is one. God never sleep, God never wear short. What happened to Margaret? What happened to Anessa where they were just left into the river while mining sand? Jamaican uncle or did uncle just promised them to buy them the GoPro. Things turned to the unimprobable. After that, Margaret got a GoPro. But he was just being given an instruction talk about Mangalo was, if you'll be able to speak about Yamala, my friend, I'm just going to come with the police and grab the GoPro that you have. It have never worked anymore. It have never worked anymore. I don't know if people who are just watching, they understand this kind of information. So guys, for it to be happen today is to make sure that I was be able to introduce my new song into. I think this is my one of the song that I just like into the legacy song that is just undermining about the villages and whatever. While to make sure the people they were able to get clear information and whatever. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things is also I wish you a happy new year as we are still having some hours. Also, we have like a day and also some hours so that we will be able to attend the happy new year. So as long as we are just attending to happy new year, people who are just driving their motorbike, their cars or whatever and whatever, we are just also putting into the players so that we will be able to attend a happy new year celebration as 2026 coming. Let's take it as we are human beings, and also let's take as we are like Africans. We are one people. We are also Kenyans. We are also Eastern Africans. Whatever they are just coming from any continent into the world, so that we and also both of us we are human beings. We have heart. We have feelings. So we need to make sure that we are just praying for our people who are anywhere, who are just everywhere, anywhere into the continent, any continent, to make sure that people that are just going to get clear and happy new year as turning to 2026. Things are just going to be fantastic, and wish everyone the best, guys, because the ground is not ours. Even although we have something like robots, the ground wasn't meant for robots. We are human beings. So much kudos, because I have some sleep, because it is almost my time to get some sleep, and also things is just going to get good, and they will be able to get clear information. Always happy new year as coming 2026. Although all of us we are not going to attend 2026 at the same time due to the background. Talk about the background is not seems the same, but we are just going to attend at 2026 at the same day, but also some hours will be just in front of us. Much kudos and big appreciation to you everyone just tune in to make sure that we are just supporting Mogesi into this kind of direction, and we have just made it happen. Fantastic. Always one love, guys.